Mask and Blade here. This is not Germany in war domination, as I'm playing with the Republicans and the civil war in Spain. I'm doing a aftertalk of what happened in my Germany campaign. Let's start from the beginning, yeah? In the beginning, it went good. We did all our focus trees, I did my build up, I only used infantry divisions, not tanks and everything else, just infantry divisions. The invasion of Poland did very good. And then, of course, our preparations of the Russians. From there, I could have done more. Instead of making one field marshal, I only did... Yeah, I must have done more. Like, for example, a standing line to hold the line units, and a pushing line, and maybe a reserve line to aid that pushing force. Because I have lost a lot of men in that war. It was not expected that I lost so many men. It was my mistake that I did it. Also in veteran mode, the AI has definitely been improved. Many props for the AI creator, because they all constantly updated, and also they have updated the terrain. That's also a very plus in this game, because it was more like a rolling steam to push through. But now with the AI and the terrain that has been changed, it is a very much improvement. So very much props. For the rest, after I have conquered Russia, after losing 1 point and so much million men, it was... I did the preparation. I wanted to start an early war against the Allies, but first I built up my economy, my equipment and everything else. I made it some front lines with generals, so there were some people that were talking for make some generals and everything. So yeah, I have done the generals part. I also left one, like a 24 general with Aaron Rommel in the eastern area, making front line with Mongolia. Because if America wants to do funny business attacking my shore and everything, then I can immediately send them. But it went horrible. After when I was in war with the Allies, I managed to take Czechoslovakia. But the thing was, Hungary was in it, Yugoslavia was in it, Italy was in it, then France, and then after Belgium joined. It was manageable, so it was doable. So I also built my forces on the coastline, so they cannot do naval invasions. That also worked. But the thing was, when I was in war, like 5 months it was doing, I was not losing men, not that much, because I was mainly on the defensive part and I was micromanaging. So I was taking divisions by divisions, so I even had like 8 divisions encircled in Czechoslovakia. But after that, the Netherlands joined. And that was the death strike, because immediately the front line was extended. I hadn't got any divisions left. My equipment was in the minus. And immediately America was also on their way, because they were also in the war when I joined. When I attacked the Allies. So they immediately sent their Marines and tanks, and they pretty much... I couldn't hold the line, because I didn't have that many forces. So I immediately took Aaron Rommel from his duty, and to get his ass back to Germany. And when he was there, they also did another naval invasion in Rostock. So there was like 10 divisions that I sent to the Netherlands, and the other 14 I sent to Rostock to clean out that area. After that, they were like here. So pretty much a couple of divisions were trapped. They had a lot of divisions. Then I immediately sent Aaron Rommel with his tanks to the Dutch front line, but it was yeah, it was not good. I held the line here. I pushed through Hungary. I was like a border with here, around this area, along with Hungary. But Hungary had so much of a national unity because the victory point was placed around here. So they also didn't capitulate. And yeah, national unity is strong. The light side was strong indeed. But yeah, it was pretty much over because they did like a motorized division all through here, all the way nearly to Berlin. Berlin, there was one division left, so they all made a push around here, and here was like a stripe of a motor division. I had them by front line here, but nevertheless they were getting trapped, my divisions, and it was like 100 divisions that were trapped. And yeah, there was like one division holding Berlin. So whilst holding Berlin, they needed, they never captured it, but I gave it, I threw my towel into the ring because it was pretty much, I could have done play further, so I could have withdrawn all my troops back into the Soviet area, but my main industry was here in Germany, and I was also upgrading my tanks and everything, and the most resources, they are not gettable because most of the allies have the silk and everything and the steel. I don't have that. So yeah, what can you do about it? The Soviet Union had a lot of oil, but and rubber. But yeah, let's take a look at the resources. 28 steel, 24 aluminium, chromium. It was not silk, sorry. Just aluminium, chromium. They had the resources, but still, if you compare it to here, 100, 110, it's, oh yeah, 60, it's a lot more, and the equipment that I was upgrading, that was not doable. So the things that I have got to improved, because it went awful, well, I can improve more, building more tanks. That is for sure. I'm going to build infantry divisions, of course, but I will building a lot more tanks as an attacking, flanking push force. I'm definitely going to leave a garrison behind, especially at the capital, as you have seen in my previous videos, because they were a bitch. I never expected that they would have invaded me because my whole navy was around this area, and still they have managed to push through and make a naval invasion. So yeah, many surprises in Heart of Iron. Okay, but yeah, that was also one of the things what I could have done more. Air superiority. Air superiority is one of the must-haves in the Heart of Iron campaigns that I also have learned. If you have air superiority, then it's 50-50% that you always have in the battle. Even if you're fighting with, for example, Switzerland, and you have 5,000 planes, for example, it brings 50-50 into the battle against Germany or France. Or maybe even more. That is my opinion about it. But what could I have done more? Maybe paratrops. But the thing was, but I have explained before, when I did it, and I should have constructing paratrops, then I needed parachutes, paratroopers, I needed airplanes for that, transport planes, and I didn't have the equipment for that, or the military factories, because I was all investing into my soft heart attack units, as you have seen against the battle with Russia, and if I spend it more in that, then I think the war will be much more longer, and I think they would eventually have defeated me. Yeah, that is what I thought about it, because I really don't want to go to all adults serve, or even worse than that. Scrap the barrel, for example. I really don't want to do that because that is not worth it. Extensive conscription is, for me, the last thing to do in the law for increasing your manpower. But more than that, it's a death trap for you, to be honest, because they're bombarding your factories and then you have a minus on your factories, as you can see. So, sorry, here, if you do like scraping the barrel, it's minus 40%, and the training time. I even cannot. I even have. I was not able to build any more units. You know, because I didn't have the equipment. So that's why I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't build any more paratroops or anything by that. The naval invasion. I also did that, and it failed. I didn't have that much divisions sent to it. If I had more divisions sent to it, then I might be able to do it. But they had a lot of divisions in that port also. So next time, I'm going to plan my naval invasion much more, because that was more like a fast planning act that I did. I want to do that because I want to capitulate the beasts of the Allies, England, because they're so much providing provisions to every other country in resources, in equipment, and if you take them early out in the game, then that's a major blow at the Ally standpoint. What I have learned to do more micromanaging, because I did a lot. Back in the days, I did it a lot for the AI, but now I'm doing a lot more micromanaging, because I was trapping a lot of divisions on some critical points. I also did some in the Soviet part, like for example Leningrad and everything, but that was not much. But yeah, when I did Czechoslovakia, 8 divisions, that is very nice to see. And then you start them out, the attrition pops up, and then you strike, and then you can pretty much attack them with one division, with one fresh division against 8 attrition divisions of them, and you pretty much win the battle. I'm definitely going to improve more on my micromanaging, and I'll definitely improve of my campaign that I did on world domination. And this is not the end, gentlemen and ladies. I will strike back. You will see it. Alright. Hopefully you have enjoyed my after talk of Germany world domination on veteran difficulty, Ironman mode. And this is not the end. Hopefully enjoyed the series also, and I'm planning to do a lot more. It's nice to see a lot of great interest into it, because otherwise I didn't do those things because I want to entertain you guys. I'm greatly giving my time into it, and that's why I want to show you my after talk, because I didn't want to end because starting a new campaign and saying for like 1 minute into it. No, I want to do a after talk report into it, and that is my gift to you. So yeah, enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Mask Blade, over and out.